To the distinguished faculty, the shadow cohort of partners and families in the balcony, and to my brothers and sisters from the trenches, the Wharton Executive MBA class of 2026. I want you to close your eyes. Colin, close your eyes. I want to take you back to a moment of silence. It's early in the first year. You're sitting in an exam hall. Standing at the front is Professor Kent Smetters. He has just handed out the microeconomics midterm, a document that I'm pretty sure violates the Geneva Convention, respectfully. Next to it, you have a single 8.5 by 11 inch cheat sheet covered in microscopically small font that you are seriously considering borrowing a magnifying glass to read. He's got that little glint in his eye. He knows that he's about to shatter the ego of every high-achieving executive in this room. You turn the page. You read question 1 about isoquants and utility functions of competitive ice cream trucks. Your stomach drops, and you realize that you are a C-suite leader, a brand owner, a master of your domain, and you have absolutely no idea where to start. You can open your eyes now. I promise that exam can't hurt you anymore, okay? I remember looking around that day, and I saw combat veterans, neurosurgeons, and VPs of finance. And then there was me, this guy with a BFA in drama. I felt like a glitch in the algorithm. I was terrified, but as I looked around to some of the quants in the room, I saw fear in your eyes too. Wharton broke us that day, and it was the best thing that could have happened to us. Because once the cracks appeared, the light could get in. And how we chased that light. We chased it out of Huntsman Hall and across the planet. From our leadership ventures in Antarctica to the mud pits of Quantico Marine Corps' training course, to our global modular courses, we turned the world into our classroom. Think about Global Business Week. We would stand in a bustling market square or a silent boardroom in a new country. Physically, we were all seeing the same things, but mentally, it was a kaleidoscope. In the humid chaos of Barcelona, where I saw a human drama of commerce, the operational director next to me saw a bottleneck in global logistics. In the silent precision of a boardroom in Stockholm, where the banker saw a stable asset class, the entrepreneur saw disruption waiting to happen. We took a singular experience and we refracted it through the lens of 100 different lives. We didn't just learn about a new culture, we learned through each other. Because we didn't curate our cohort. We couldn't control who was in the room. And when you can't control the room, you get better at listening. We saw beyond the data, we saw the spectrum. But this refraction didn't just happen in travels across the globe. It happened in the quiet intimacy of our learning teams. Your learning teams were your home base. It was a laboratory where you could stretch out hard skills, test out soft skills, and practice vulnerability within the same hour. It was the place where a surgeon could admit that he was bad at Excel, where the pre-seed VC startup founder could admit that she was burned out. We argued over regression models, sure, but we also bonded over broken hearts, career pivots, and the exhaustion of the sprint in our 2 a.m. WhatsApp threads. If time is the currency of adulthood, then the fact that we spent our precious hours holding each other together, it is an act of profound generosity. We learned that vulnerability isn't the opposite of leadership, it's the foundation of it. But we didn't do this alone. And now I need to speak to the people who kept the lights on at home. To our partners and our spouses and our parents, our children, we talk a lot about sunk cost and ROI, but the truth is you made the investment. For the last 2 years, you lived with phantoms. You were the ones who accepted a distracted nod at the dinner table because we were mentally wrestling with an LBO EBITDA projection. You were the ones who were solo parenting on Saturday mornings. To the families that held down the fort so that our classmates could navigate layoffs, illnesses, or even give birth to new babies during these past 2 years, your support allowed them to be borderline superhuman. I know that thank you may feel a little insufficient. The balance sheet of the last 2 years is heavy on your side, but please know this, that these diplomas may have our name on them, but so much of the equity belongs to you. You were the anchor that kept us from drifting away completely. We are returning to you today, not just with a credential, but also a deeper capacity for understanding. So, guys, where do we go from here? We aren't just any graduating class, we are WEMBA 50. We are the golden class. For 50 years, leaders have walked through those doors seeking correctness. But today, we leave equipped to exercise judgment under uncertainty. The Wharton bubble is about to pop, right? People can use that phrase to scare us. They say that the Wharton bubble is this safe space where we can be vulnerable, that it's gone. That we must return to the real world of sharp elbows and transactional laws. They say that we must leave the magic behind. Reject that boundary. If you look up at the banners around us or down at the diplomas that you're about to hold, you're going to see the Penn coat of arms. Etched into that shield is a phrase that has guided this university for centuries, a legacy that we must now embody. Leges sine moribus vene. Laws without morals are useless. But I want to challenge you to view moribus not just as morals, but as humanity. You have the laws now, you have the technical mastery, you have the network, but if you go back to your firm and you simply become a more efficient machine for generating profit, then all of this was vene. It was all useless. So my charge to you is to be a smuggler. Smuggle the spirit of this cohort out of this building and into your companies. When you walk into your boardroom on Monday, bring the kaleidoscope with you. Value the perspective that creates friction. Protect the learning team dynamics in your office and create a space where it's safe to say, I don't know. We spent 2 years building a fire, but a fire contained is eventually smothered. We didn't build it to stay warm, we built it to carry it. Because a fire isn't just for warmth, it provides light. And as we leave Wharton ready to refract that light into the darkest corners of the world, look to your left, look to your right. These are the true assets, and they are the only ones that will never depreciate. So hide the flame in your pocket, smuggle it home, and when the world gets dark, burn bright. Thank you, class of 2026.